Let's go into it. Our simulated games, real quick.
Shut up.
All right, we're getting through it. Lafayette Subjuggulators at 2-4, taking on the Ottawa ALLCAPS at 2-5. Simulate the game. Lafayette struggles. Ottawa.
Oh, no.
36-20.
This was a playoff team last season.
I know. It's impressive how this year just flips on you.
222 yards of total offense for the ALLCAPS, I would like to point out.
4 interceptions for Dabadoo.
Disgusting. Greg
with 5.
Yeah, I'd have to give this one to Greg's.
Yeah, unless anybody else did any better.
Unless there's defense. Well, Stokes had 2 interceptions with 7 tackles.
Eatery with a sack.
Emmett Gregg with the other 2 picks. And
yes,
Dudley boy with the forced fumble.
We may have to go defense on that one.
Very heavy defense.
Dinosaurs and Dinosaur Fossils and Hope Peak will be our main game number 2. We got the Baltimore Challenge Passers at 2-4, taking on the Mungyeong Munje at 3-3. Mungyeong's been featured a reasonable amount here in the first half of the season. Simulate the game. Hold on. The Mungyeong Munje have too few active players. Bottoms up drafting.
Bottoms up.
We find the first player that is not a real person, and we will vet this using StatGeek, and we will go from there. Lowest overall.
It was not a
Who's
kicker.
Going to be Who's going to be the newest backup dancer?
Who's not a kicker correctly? Yeah.
That would be.
If you said any player, let's see.
It'd be Eric Spivey.
What a name.
Be Eric Spivey.
Eric.
What's name?
Spivey.
Stats
Eric
nerd.
Spivey. Eric Spivey.
Eric Spivey football.
ARIC.
ERIC.
The newest backup dancer.
Is he related to Dan Spivey?
Is he related to Gary Spivey?
I see Eric Spivey 90s men's basketball, but no football.
All right, it's legit.
Okay.
All right, he's fake. Baltimore Challenge Passers at 2-4, taking on the Mungyeong Munje at 3-3. Simulate the game. And Baltimore gets the win, 50-36. Pakyo Bum.
Oh, wait.
Was tackled in the end zone.
Wow.
Wait.
That's a lot of yellow.
That's a whole lot of stinking yellow.
Alderman.
Okay. Yeah,
Went off.
46-yard kick return by Mungyeong, but it didn't help them. They put up
there
17.
There's a weird history with Eric Spivey's and football after this game.
Okay.
And Eric Spivey that went to Western Oregon University.
I didn't see it.
Got pled guilty to violating the Brady Law, which is assistance of human trafficking.
Holy crap. Dick Johnson with a good game.
Dick Johnson had a pretty decent game there. He might get honors. We'll see.
He was there for both offense and defense.
Yep. Breaking news: Ottawa ALLCAPS has been quoted, quote, talking mad shit about Hope head coach Monokuma. Oh wow. Okay. Beef.
It's fine.
Beef. Boston Jelly Beans taking on the Flint Stones. Flint coming up with their first win, looking to charge up the Flint super weapon. Simulate the game.
First win in like 5 games.
Nah, never mind. 48-34.
Oh no!
The Boston Bean weapon is charging up.
Well, you know why? It's because Joe keeps betting.
It's because Joe 35-7. We had a halftime skunk.
It's because Joe keeps betting all their money on the fucking other games.
We had a halftime skunk. We had a kick 6.
Game out. Yep, that's the kick 6 is player of the game. Marty Shelton for Boston. No Wizardy Herbert because he's out with injury. 30 of 44.
No Wizardy, no problem. Jeez.
233, 6 touchdowns.
Triplet didn't have too bad of a game. It was just
the Pittsburgh.
Else.
By God.
By God.
Salad Fries taking on the Saskatoon Sparklefarts. Do you like your sandwich with glitter? Simulate the game.
They're fighting for tops of their division.
Holy shit! 119 points combined.
Damn.
And it's a win.
Jesus.
Kurt Warner, Kurt Warner, Kurt Warner, Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner.
Jackson, overdrive had left the game. Kurt Warner. Craig
I
Kuiper.
don't think Jackson came back.
Warner.
Kurt Warner, Kurt Warner. Interception
Kurt
return,
Warner.
but we don't talk about that little dude. That was late.
300.
Kurt Warner.
309 yards thrown.
7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 36 of 48.
Fucking hell,
It's the
Kurt.
same tail as Kurt last year. When he's on, he's dead
Fuck.
on, but when he's off, he's super
Antonio
on.
Fuck me!
Cox.
Antonio Cox. 11 catches, 124 yards, 5 touchdowns. Player of the game.
Hot hand.
That is the best use of Cox this side of Lonely Fans.
Ew. This side of which river?
Fuck
Disgusting. Fighting Polygon team taking on the Madison Wolfpack. Moving things along. Simulate the game.
This is fighting for second.
Madison puts up a defensive
Ooh.
effort, 36-13.
Madison been climbing up.
Moss had to come in. Looks like it might have been an injury for Fighting Island. Sharif rocked the Casbah back to his old form, and it shows.
Might have been a defensive player, possibly.
24-35, 230 yards, 4 touchdowns for Sharif rocked the Casbah.
Ugh.
Steve Buchanan, 6 catches, 113 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Wow. And then
Andrew Fletcher with 3 fumbles. He's player of the game.
wow.
He's
Well done, Andrew.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
Here we go. The Deadhorse Mountains.
Undefeated streak
Oh boy.
is on the line.
Llanfair.
The Deadhorse Mountains undefeated at 6-0, taking on the Llanfair PG Tips at 2-5.
Pat versus Consortium number 5 in this league.
Simulate
Same.
the game.
Oh.
Win! Deadhorse remains undefeated. 47-41.
Am I glad I'm not taking that Deadhorse?
Oh my god.
This is even after 2 pick sixes in the game.
Mother of Christ.
By the looks of it, Llanfair self-destructed in the second half. Oh wait, it went to overtime.
I think Pens has created a monster.
Fourth quarter.
No, it didn't. It
No,
didn't go to OT.
No, it did not. No, just Llanfair
No, it didn't.
didn't catch up to it.
Joe. Also, this
Oh,
isn't my
Emmanuel.
beast. This is Pat.
This is Pat. Yeah, this is Pat's team. This is the team
I said
that
Pat.
almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I said Pat has created a monster.
You said Pens.
No,
I
it
said
depends. Yeah. Either way.
I don't know what you heard.
Dennis Donaldson, 6 catches, 82 yards, 3 touchdowns. Defense here. Willie Tinsley, 8 tackles and a fumble. Woody Albright with a tackle, 4 tackles, a sack, and a fumble.
Just give the whole team player of the game.
By the way, the Pittsburgh game, we have the record book 4th most points all time, or at least
Wow.
In a
like,
simulated
4th
game?
most points all time.
Combined.
I'm guessing that's
Shit.
just in regular season as well.
Yeah. Raining Rainbows and
Jeez.
Kingston Punishers will be football after dark. That'll be a little bit later. Burbank Buzzchins at 4-2, taking on the Alaska Pipeline at 2-4. Alaska.
Pat is currently shitting himself too much internally to celebrate.
That you might get sepsis. I'd be careful. Simulate the game. Burbank has a win. 5-2, 55-47. Good strong start as Alaska.
That's Consortium number 3.
Alaska want to go.
Alaska looks to
wanna
go
go
back
back.
to back, bank to
They wanna
bank
go
tank. Alaska's gonna be staying here rent free for 2.
Oh my god, they had a scoreless whisper in the first quarter, and then they somehow came to 55-47.
Go for this league's
I'm
weird.
talking to Pat. What was the score for Deadhorse and the other team?
Deadhorse,
a
it was
bunch to
Deadhorse
less.
won 47-41. Hold on, I'll send it to Pat. in the chat.
It was 35-28 at the end of the third quarter, and then Burbank went off. McAlpine, 12-yard run. McAlpine. Tucker with a kick return. Late in the game.
Oh, boy.
Because why not?
Player of the game.
That other wrestling company is just throwing a build at the wall.
Yeah.
So Merton had to come out of the game.
We can't confirm that right now that Oz is currently taking on Frank the Midget at that other channel. McAlpine, 28 of 40, 267, 6 touchdowns. Merton had to leave the game.
He wasn't feeling himself.
Rocker will get player of the game honors because a kick 6 is pretty damn impressive.
Well, then who was he feeling?
If you want that answer, go to Horny on Main.
Yeah, Horny on Main. Latex and latex-like objects.
Early Tank Bowl.
Early Tank Bowl contenders. Kansas City Mahomies at 2-4. The South Park Billhells at 1-5. Simulate.
They won their first game a while ago.
Thus, simulate the game.
Not season, dear God.
No, please God, no. I have to boot everything up over again.
They won.
Billhells get the win, 44-39.
South Park is untanking. I repeat, South Park is untanking.
Stumpy Nothing goes off. Slackadoo Labibity had to leave the game. Barton came in.
Sorry, everyone with headphones.
Oh, no.
Stumpy Junior Turner had to come in 3 of 5 in the interception. Stumpy Nothing, 25 of 43, 209 yards, 6 touchdowns, and an interception.
It seems Stumpy left, but then came back.
Yeah, Wizard's making a great point. This Tank Bowl race has got a whole lot more funky.
Yeah, and there's another half of the season still to go, so don't worry.
When I do the tables in the dock tomorrow after work, it's going to be very fun to see how it looks.
Tables after dark.
Mm.
Sounds very Bolchamania.
Oh yeah, I'm going to have Matthew there and everything.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. Players out for the season: Carl Burrow for Augusta. Actually, we'll go by team here.
I think that's a new one, isn't it?
I think so. Ottawa's clean. Andre Stewart's out for a week for South Park. Burbank's clean. Alderman's listed as probable for Baltimore. Burrow's out for the season. I think that is new. Tamer Great's listed as questionable.
Huge loss.
Derek Shaw is probable. We had a baby Eats a Boy is going to be coming back in the second half of the season for San Antonio.
He broke his ass.
Anthony Figgins. Wizardy Herbert's going to be out for a while for Boston. Out for 7 weeks.
Might make the season finale.
Mott Stark's out for the season. Justice is served out for 9 weeks as one of their star players. Sammy Weaver. Slackadoo Labibity is fine. Deadhorse is clean. TJ Taylor is out for a week for Mungyeong. Bill Suggs and Makoto Naegi is listed as probable. He will probably be coming back. He might be playing Sunday. We don't know yet. Ryan Leaf is out for the season. Draft bust number 2. DJ Christensen listed as questionable. Alaska is clean. Patrick Ells is out for 2 weeks. He's a big player for the
10 weeks.
Bunch.
Gus Davis listed as questionable.
And Els is a pretty impactful player for them.
Yeah. Kingston has Bill DeBear listed as probable.
He hurt his toe.
John Wallace listed as questionable for reading. Horace Bickley and Russell Shelton have injuries. Horace Brickley's out for weeks. He's a big contributor on defense. Winchester's clean. Overdrive is listed as Overdrive has broken ribs and is listed as probable. Got
That's one tough son of a bitch.
Ben Sherwood also out for second half, majority of the season. Josh Boone out for the season for Flint. Luther Houston is out for he broke his ass. Seth Hicks is out for the season for Lafayette. Ralph Richardson has an injury for Madison. There we have it.
That's it.
And
It's been awesome.
Standings before we go ahead and end the stream tonight.
There's been a lot of ass injuries this year.
Yeah. So,
Like they're all getting split in half.
American East.
They're all sitting on their goddamn keys.
American
They're all
East
sitting
is
on
up
their
for grabs.
motherfucking keys.
Winchester's 4-3. San Antonia's 4-3. Mungyeong and Boston are a game back. Ottawa and Lafayette running out the. It's still anyone's game. Not a whole lot of streaks happening in this one.
You know, I'm still holding out hope for a Flint super weapon style comeback, but if my destiny's tank ball, I'm taking the motherfucking tank.
Who knows? Reading Rainbows are at 5-2, now tops in the division.
Top of the conference too.
Top of the conference, yeah, top of the conference also. 5-2.
Yeah.
Dinosaur with 4-3. Kingston's also involved in the conversation. Baltimore's not far behind. Flint and Llanfair can make some moves in the second half of the season. Reading is on a 3-game winning streak. They've looked impressive. National Midwest. Deadhorse is the answer. 2-game lead over Hope. Madison, Augusta, fighting Polygon team, and Saskatoon in a tough battle for second place.
Obvious Deadhorse is out of the league.
There's not a bad team in that division.
Meanwhile,
Yes.
Well,
meanwhile,
at least that makes the wild card easy.
meanwhile, Burbank and Pittsburgh. That's all you need to know. Buzzchins are on a 4-game streak here. This is interesting. Llanfair are on a 2-game lead as well. So this is peculiar.
Ah, this is a.
They took that last assassination personally.
So I had the playoff. We're not going to even get to the playoff scenario.